everyone, my name is Locksock Aaron. I am a distraction on my best days. We have Yami, aka Mom, aka also the distraction. We're here with more 6.
Woo! Hey, why was 6 afraid of 7?
Why?
Because 7, 8, 9.
Worst part is I knew it was coming, but I knew if I didn't say anything, you would just sit there awkwardly waiting. It's like I knew, and I was just like,
you don't have a choice. You don't have a choice.
I don't.
It's like when you go into the military and you're asked by a superior officer to get some fallopian tubes. And you can't say, sir, how? You just have to go and do it. A former coworker of mine did find a way around that. He was like, okay. And he went and found a female soldier and was like, ma'am, I need you to come with me. And brought her back, and he's like, here you go, 2 fallopian tubes. All right, I
feel like the sergeant had words after that.
Look, they knew what they were doing, and that is by far not the worst thing that he ever did. If you ever have a minute, I'll tell you about the situation that got him literally called to his commanding officer and was like, I'm gonna need you to never do that again. But in his defense, he saved lives.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Anywho. So we're going back to 6.
Yeah. Yeah, the thing that we're here for.
So this one's okay. So to get into the actual song, there is multiple little things leading into it.
Okay.
Okay. One of those was recently added when they did their Broadway performance.
Okay.
It's the only version that doesn't have an animatic.
Oh.
So that's why this is in here. This is our only version in this entire playlist that does not have an animatic to it.
Okay.
So, we're gonna go through this. And then my goal is we're gonna go through all of the talking bits and then stop right before we get to the song and we talk about them. Okay? Do you follow?
Yes.
Okay. Oh.
I love how little faith he has in me.
Now, seeing as Henry was running out of women to marry in England, he had to look a little further afield. Had to adjust his location settings, if you will. To find his next queen, we're heading to Germany. Where he enlisted the help of the legendary painter.
Legendary?
Hans?
Welcome to the house.
To the house of Holbein.
Wait.
Yeah.
Is this still talking?
Yeah.
Okay, alright.
There's a reason.
The house of Holbein.
Hans Holbein
Okay.
goes around the world, painting all of the beautiful girls from Spain to France and Germany.
The king chooses one, but which one will it be?
You bring the corsets,
We'll bring the cinches.
no one wants a waist over. 9 inches.
So much the makeup contains lead poison.
At least your complexion will bring all the boys in.
Ignore the fear and you'll be fine. We'll
The
turn
expressions on
this fear
these.
into a 9. So just say yeah and don't say nine.
Cause now you're in the house.
In the house of Holbein, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh my.
The house of Holbein.
We must make sure the princesses look great when the time comes for their Holbein portrait. We know what all the best inventions are to hold everything out. Ja, ist wunderbar.
For blonder hairs, and you just add a magical ingredient.
From your bladder.
Try
Ew.
these heels so high, it's naughty.
But we cannot guarantee that you'll still walk at 40. Ignore this fear and you'll be fine. We'll turn this fear into a 9. So just say yeah and don't say nine.
Cause now you're in the house.
In the house of Holbein. Oh yeah. Das ist gut. Oh yeah.
I love these dances. Can't.
The house of Holbein.
The time has come for you to select a bride. Your Highness. May we present
Highness.
Christina of Denmark. Looking for rings, dates, and the British monarch with whom to secure the line of succession. Thank you. No? Never mind. She has already made a match with the Duke of Milan anyhow. Okay.
Okay, next.
May we present Amalia of Cleaves. Just a German girl trying to live the English dream. Hashtag no conflicts. Hashtag big dowry.
Oh my.
9? Okay.
9?
Alles klar. Who's next?
Hashtag big dowry.
Anna. Fantastisch. We are honored to present to you Anna of Cleves, the most beautiful woman in the whole of the Holy Roman Empire. And let me assure you, Herr Holbein has certainly done her justice. So good! And I think we can say with some certainty that you will be happily married for many years to come. Oh, I can see it now. Henry VIII and his famous 4 wives. Yeah, that's not need to thank us. The pleasure has been ours. In the house of Holbein. House of Holbein.
Well, I guess you already know what happened next. How I came to England hopeful, summoned after the king saw my portrait, and how I, with my meager looks the way they are, didn't live up to his expectations. I mean, it's the usual story, isn't it? The savvy, educated, young princess, deemed repulsive by the wheezing, wrinkled, ulcerous man 24 years her senior. Rejection.
Oh
Rejection from a king.
no. The rejection.
How could anyone overcome fate as devastating as being forced to move into a resplendent palace in Richmond? With more money than I could ever spend in a lifetime.
Not the mopping of
Not a
tears with the
single man
cash.
around to tell me what to do with it. Really, seriously.
Just awful. Oh man. Okay, I stopped. There you go. Oh man. Fox. Fox.
Sorry. I was doing something and I forgot. I muted myself. So, those are all of the introductions to this next queen.
You know, she deserves it. Because I've been waiting for Anne of Cleves. Because
Yeah.
from what I understand, yeah, she got the best deal.
She 100% is. So obviously that first video, which is done by the actual YouTube channel 46. It talks about how Henry was running out of women, which is something they added into the Broadway musical. It's not something that was in the initial one.
Got you.
That is a new addition to that.
When you
But
said
I
there
think
wasn't
it's-
going to be an animatic, I thought you were talking about like for the whole thing. I didn't realize it was just for that one
No.
part. And I was like,
Just for that one bit.
okay.
Before
That's
videos,
fine.
like
That's fine. Oh.
And then, so we get. I wanted to include that little introduction because it makes me laugh.
Yeah.
And then we get into the House of Holbein, which is this little tiny song.
Yeah.
Where it's just talking about the painter who did all the paintings for all the matches for Henry.
And then he chose Anne's, which,
yeah,
like, I know the story that we're given, but at least according to the person that I got my information from, according to her, from what other people have said about that portrait, it actually was pretty faithful to what she looked like. So his whole, yeah, she looked better in the pic thing was BS.
Yeah, we'll get to that, and I know why he said that. So, obviously, the House of Holbein is just like a little joke song that talks about the painter. It's making fun of Henry in a bit, but it's also talking about the what women used back in the day and how they would portray their
all
beauty.
The toxic chemicals and everything else to try to look more beautiful according to the current beauty standards. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. And
heck,
I like that song.
What era of time was it where tuberculosis was considered the hot look?
Not this era, I believe. Hold on.
Yeah, I didn't think it was this era, but I know there's an era where it's considered a hot look, and people purposefully try to look thin and gaunt and pale and with flushed cheeks. Because that was the beauty standard. Actually dying. Like, what the heck? Oh, God. I hate beauty standards.
It was the 18th and 19th century, so like this is in the 15th century before then.
Yeah.
So not yet, but it's coming. Otherwise, it would have been in the song probably.
They mentioned the tiny waist with the corsets. Like, we're not still in the era where it's better to be just a little bit plump for bearing children. Like, isn't that what he wants? Is children?
I mean, he already has his son, and as long as the son lives, he doesn't need another one.
I know he has one son, but wasn't that one of the reasons that he was so keen on finding another wife was to get an heir, which was to get a spare?
I think initially, yes, but like, giving his debilitating health as time progressed, I think that just became impossible.
Right.
Because I literally at some point, and I don't remember, it's not with Anne of Cleves, it's with, I think, one of his other wives, where they literally have to hold it up for him.
I want to say it's probably with the one that's next, because I don't think... We'll get to the rest of that.
Yeah. So Anne of Cleves, so obviously the House of Holbein, the whole painting thing, and then the whole Tinder match thing, which I thought was really fun and very cute.
That was great.
And then obviously her introduction, and she's like, "We had such a horrible life with all this fucking money," literally dabbing her tears away with money, and I'm like,
I am so excited to hear her song because, for real, man, for real.
Right. So the reason, so here's my prediction as to why Henry had said that. So when they had he had picked Anne of Cleves. He knew when she was coming and when she was supposed to arrive.
Mm-hmm.
So he disguised himself as a poor man
Yeah.
to be like, oh, and she'll look at me and she'll have love at first sight. She has no idea what the king looks like.
No, he doesn't. And like,
So like,
the person
she
I
has-
watched said the same thing, and that this apparently was not uncommon of him. Like, what are
he would
you
do this.
doing?
Because he wants, oh, this true love. But
Ugh.
she doesn't know what he looks like, so she's
No.
not prepared for. She gets greeted by this person that claims to be a servant of the king, and she freaking goes, okay.
Yep. All right. Sure.
And
I'm gonna just believe that
then
you're a
later
servant.
finds out later that he's the king, and she's like, okay, that's
was
weird. She
weird,
also doesn't
yeah.
know a lot of English either at this time.
Yeah. Like,
But
eh.
that initial rejection that he got from her doing that,
Mhm.
because a lot of people, especially in England, know who the king is. They know what he looks
Mhm.
like. So like
So
they would
would
react
see him
accordingly.
cosplaying as a pauper and be like, oh yeah, the king's doing weird things. Like, hey, how you doing? Doing good, yeah. And meanwhile, she's just like, yep, okay, here's my bags. Thank you.
Like she doesn't know who he
Yeah.
is, but
And that's just so
But that-
weird.
that pissed him off. And my
Uh-huh.
initial theory is like he was so upset that she
Mhm.
didn't like fall in love with him at first sight that
Mhm.
that caused him to want to get divorced, and that he didn't consummate the marriage, that he thought she was ugly, that the picture
Mhm.
lied to her.
Yeah, like
And
he
then-
said that she was ugly, he said that she smelled, he said this, he said that. Like, he was very rude. Like,
Yeah.
Jesus,
All because
man.
she didn't fall in love with him at first sight.
Right?
And then which resulted in he originally wanted to kill her because
Sir.
of that feeling of being rejected by her. And the reason that he couldn't is because at the time the Holy Roman Empire was their only fucking ally, because they turned Protestant and not Catholic, and they needed an ally. So his advisors
Sir.
had to calm him down. This is one of the cases where his advisors did win this confrontation.
Thank you.
But where they were like, you can't kill her.
You
Because we
can't
need
kill
the
a
Holy
woman
Roman
just because she didn't fall for your weird
Weirdness.
Jesus. She didn't even reject
Yeah.
the king. She didn't even reject this random pauper. You just did a thing and she treated you like what you presented. Like, what? He's
Yeah.
crazy. He's crazy.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Jesus. Man. Oh, God. Anyway, continue.
Anyway. So obviously Anne of Cleves isn't crowned queen. They get
Mhm.
divorced, but he gives her like this. Obviously, he gives her a lot of money. He gives her this little estate where she can live and stuff like that. And so Anne of Cleves is, she's a boss bitch. She was a boss bitch in the Tudor era. She also got really close to his daughters, and
Yeah.
so they became like really close friends.
And from what I heard, they were like even Henry, like once there was no marriage anymore, no expectation of consummating it or anything else, once that was off the table, from what I heard from the historian that I listened to, they actually became really good friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She got away with a lot of shit.
And they
That's-
invented an entire title for her. Like, okay,
Yeah.
so we want to annul the marriage. What do you think of Sister to the King?
Yeah, they
Is
made
that
a
a
whole
thing?
title
It is
just
now.
a whole title.
How do you feel of honorary aunt to the children? yeah, cool. Here's a bunch of money. Keep your jewels. And here's an estate. And she even like got a pretty nice burial. Like not a queen's burial, but like a nice burial.
Yeah.
I need to find out the name of the historian that I was listening to because I don't remember. But I believe that she left like one of her best jewels to Mary, and whatnot. Yeah. I like Anne. She came out pretty good. Like,
Oh, heck yeah.
No. Oh, I was
I
divorced.
know,
Oh, and she never married or anything else after that. She just enjoyed life. She just enjoyed herself. Like,
it's like, yeah. But yeah. So what did you think of the animatics from Bone-Chi, Cat Crates, and Cake 1289?
I liked the dancing. The dancing was
I love the
hilarious.
dancing that
Oh
Bogan
my
Chi
God.
did. Oh my god, that was so funny.
The facial expressions. Everything. It was all so much fun. Oh my god. The Tinder profile introductions. Like,
Yeah, by
hashtag dowry. No, okay.
Yeah. That was really fun too. I loved the little silly jokes where like they had Catherine just like do twice be the Tinder date. Like,
yeah, right.
it's so funny. And then it was really funny. And then obviously Cake did the fun little introduction with Cleaves, which matches really well with the song we're about to listen to by Aegi Art. They look like they're from the same person when they're not, and it's really cool that their styles match so well. But like the little jokes and little hints of like I'm such a whore, and like the cardboard cutout of Henry.
Yes.
That
And
always
mopping
gets
up
me.
her tears with the wad of cash.
Money.
Like, oh, so sad. Oh, oh, it was really hard. It was really tragic. Oh, I need to retire. I'm sorry. This is too much. Let me retire to my estate.
Right. Oh my
Man.
god. Yeah. So and those are the introductions to Anne of Cleves. Are you ready?
I do have one question.
What is your question?
So the actress who plays Anne of Cleves,
Yes.
is she German? Does she know German, or is she just another British lady speaking with a German accent? Like, I respect her still if she is, but I'm just curious. Like, does she actually speak German or anything, or we just get like the Americans in the Funimation dubs doing all the Russian accents and whatnot. Miss Fox is unprepared for my questions.
Yes.
Haha, I continue to not be predictable. I hope you enjoy this later. I'm just playing with my hair.
So she's from Birmingham, United Kingdom.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So she is just from England.
Okay. All right. I was just curious.
Yeah. But yeah.
All right, we ready?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
I'm ready, Captain.
Go.
Sitting here all alone on a throne in a palace that I happen to own. Bring me some pheasant, keep it on the bone. Fill my goblet up to the brim, sipping on mead and I spill it on my dress with the gold lace trim. Not very prim and proper, can't make me stop. I wanna go hunting any takers. I'm not fake cause I've got acres and acres, paid for with my own riches. Where my hounds had released the bitches. Woof. Every day, head back for a round of croquet, cause I'm a player. And tomorrow, I'll hit replay. You said that I tricked ya, cause I didn't look like my profile picture. Too bad I don't agree. So I'm gonna hang it up for everyone to
Man,
see.
that's a good picture too.
Stop me, 'cause I'm the queen of the castle. Get down, you dirty rascal. Get down. Get down. Get down, you dirty rascal. Get down.
Oh my.
Get down. 'Cause I'm the queen of the castle. When I get bored, I go to court. Put up outside in my carriage. Don't got no marriage, so I have a little flirt with the footman as he takes my phone.
Oh my.
As you were.
Oh
To
my.
the dance floor. Some boys making advance, I ignore them. 'Cause my jam comes on the loot. Looking cute, das ist gut. All eyes on me. No criticism. I look more rad than Lutheranism. Done so hard that I'm causing a sensation. Okay, ladies, let's get in reformation.
Oh my.
You said that I tricked ya, 'cause I didn't look like my profile picture. Too bad I don't agree. So I'm gonna hang it up for everyone to see. And you can't stop me, 'cause I'm the queen of the castle. Get down, you dirty rascal. Get down. Get down. Get down. Get down. 'Cause I'm the queen of the castle. Now, I ain't saying I'm a gold digger, but check my prenup and go figure. Got gold chains, symbolic of my faith to the higher power in the fast lane. My horses can trot up to 12 miles an hour. Let me explain. I'm a Wiener Schnitzel, not an English flower. No one tells me I need a rich man doing my thing in my palace in Richmond. You said that I tricked ya, 'cause I didn't look like my profile picture. Too bad I don't agree. So I'm gonna hang it up for everyone to see. And you can't stop. You can't stop me, 'cause I'm the queen of the castle. Get down, you dirty rascal.
Oh man.
Get down. Get down, you dirty rascal. Get down.
I love this.
Cleaves. I get down. Ow, 'cause I'm the queen of the castle.
Beautiful. I love it. Oh man.
But yeah, that was Anna Cleaves. Oh my goodness, she's a character for sure. She's oh my goodness, she's the only one that got out of it like with so much.
And you know, I don't know if she ever wanted to get married following this, but like, why would you? Like she said, she owns her property and she's got all this stuff. If she got married, she had to give it all up or it would go to her husband.
Exactly.
This is
She's like,
hers.
this is mine.
the
I
same
own this
thing.
shit.
I'd never get married.
Right? But yeah, this is a really catchy song. It's a real bop. The next one is also a real bop, but that one's also for reasons we won't talk about it right now.
Right. Not yet.
Not yet, but this one's really good bop. I used to listen to the song a lot to get down, you dirty rascal.
Get down, you dirty rascal. Now, is that part of the Queen of the Castle thing? Because I've never heard the rest of it. I only know I'm Queen of the Castle, I'm Queen of the Castle from like Ruby, from Nora. I never heard anything more of it. So is that something that they added, or is that part of the actual little song?
I believe that's something they added.
Okay, all right, I like it. Good choice.
Yeah, it's a good choice. It's a really, really good choice. And then I really like this interpretation of Anna Cleaves. She was a baller, but maybe not our modern name kind of baller. But I like this idea of like if she was put in modern time, she would still be just a baller. Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. Like, oh, given a chance to not have to rely on a man. Like, I know it was a man who gave her all the stuff, but you know. But after that, it was hers. She was just left to do whatever she wanted.
Right. She was just like, heck yeah.
Like, okay, all right, you want me out of your bed? Cool. I didn't want to be here anyway.
Exactly.
You're the one who brought me here from Germany.
Right. It's like I didn't ask for this.
No moral, right? I'm going back to this bit that I didn't have time to read the words. This is great.
Yes, 100%. But yeah. So what did you think of all of these so far?
Love them so far. I love the art of Henry right here. He just looks like a potato with a hat. It's beautiful. It's fantastic.
I love like the older Henry gets, the more just like they don't give a shit about how he looks.
Like, especially in this one where like his like quote unquote reasoning was that she was ugly, which was BS. And like you look over at Henry and like
100%, yeah.
Excuse me, Mr. -1, why are you judging an 8? I don't know what N looks like. I need to look at the could we get in post, could we get an image of the actual portrait of Anne of Cleves?
100%.
I'll look at it later.
Alright. So we're gonna stop the video here. This entire video has just been about Anne of Cleves. She deserves it, I guess. But yeah. Anything you want to say to anyone before we head off?
If anyone ever tells you that you're not good enough for them, what they're telling you is that they're not good enough for you. Be the queen of your castle.
Yes. Be Anna. Alright. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.